This is the way I'm gonna live. Awake, alert, alive. No more defending or pretending or any of that jive. 'Cause there's a love bus here. All aboard, we're gonna take it for a ride. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Friends and strangers we will meet on our loving street. Life can be so very sweet when you're sitting in the front seat. Cooperation, demonstration, everywhere. Love and laughter fill the air. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Love, riding the love, riding the love, riding the love, love bus. Giving and receiving on loving shores. People coming out of their open doors. Jump on the love bus, there's plenty of space. We made a reservation for the human race. Yeah. Find your location, everyone's got a view. Let's see what love can do. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Love, riding the love, riding the love bus. Love, riding the love, riding the love, riding the love, love bus. How. We are connected by the air we breathe in, by the love we're feeling. We are love. We are all connected. When your mood is sweet, turn up the heat, feel the connection. When the ground will seek to meet your feet, feel the connection. When you feel complete, then our hearts will meet and dance to the holy sound around. A million lights in a starry night, feel a connection. When the ocean raves, roaring waves, feel that connection. When you feel complete, then our hearts will meet and dance to the holy sound around. When my mind weaves dreams of memories, I need connection. I plan and scheme, a viper's dream, give me connection. We're letting go, we're in the flow of the connection. When you feel complete, then our hearts will meet and dance to the holy sound around.
Have all of you here in person, as well as all of you online. So good to have you come into our community, even if you are far away. We hope that our hearts here are warming right where you are. So welcome, 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 welcome to all people. We like to start. Exactly. Narayan and Janet are back with us with their whimsical and inspirational music. So I'm going to turn it over to them to open us up this morning.
I love you guys. So we're going to do, we picked for the opener, Peace, Salam, Shalom. And we walked in the door and look what was there. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace in every language. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam,
Shalom.
peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. In Africa, in Korea,
In America,
salam, shalom. Peace, 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 salam, shalom.
peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
I can hear you.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Ooh, I can
Peace, salam,
hear you.
shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Beautiful. That is fitting here on it's the seventh day of Hanukkah that we'll officially celebrate during our contemplative time today. So it's happy Hanukkah, and this is a beautiful time of the year. It's fitting that we have lights here in the sanctuary as well as all around town, because this is getting to be the shortest days, the longest nights. So we feel the darkness, so the light gives us hope. And there's so many holidays around here, from celebrating the solstice to Hanukkah to the Festival of Lights to Christmas to New Year's. So many wonderful holidays that celebrate this light. So we are all celebrating the light here and celebrating the light everywhere. I would like to thank certain people who helped decorate the sanctuary. You can see the wreaths that are around, the tree. We have a new tree this year. It's really nice. And out in the lobby, Kathleen, Marv, Mary Ward, Don, Dee, Jean, Nicole, Johanna, and Harris, all of you. Let's give them a round of applause for everything they do. Thank you. So I just love celebrating this, and we have so many things going on upcoming that I'll talk about in just a minute. But first, I'd like to say the board is on a more left brain track. Also, a right brain track at this time. No, it's left brain. It is left brain. A more logical that they're working on the budget, and they have the first draft of it done, but they'd like your input. So today, after the service, we get some coffee, come back in. If you would like an update on things going on, we're going to have that as an update that we can do, give you some financial information. But I would like to say that which we're doing, the giving that you had, the sharing of your abundance, the budget, it's all for the purpose of supporting the vision and mission that we have. And that we affirm it every week, but we also affirm it in the board and know that which we're doing is continuing to support this vision and mission. So let's take a moment just to repeat this. As you see up on the screen, we read together. We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. Thank you for affirming that with us. And also, if you're interested in the budget process, you have certain things that you would like us to spend our money towards, please attend the meeting. We can give you an update on the 21 financials as well as the budget and the upcoming process. Just we want to be transparent in that process. And we'll present it in an official meeting in January with the whole community. But if you kind of want input now before the budget's done, now's the time for input to be into that. So as I mentioned, we have so many things going on in December. When I started pulling out the calendar, I remember why it's a long month and short month at the same time. So we have on December 5th, that's today, we have the Hanukkah celebration and the second Advent. So these Sundays are walking through that. But then this Saturday is a really fun event, the Los Posadas celebration that's coming on. I'll say more about that in a minute. And then December 12th, next Sunday, the return of the adoptive family gifts, as well as green bags, which I'll talk about in a minute, and the third Advent candle. The 19th is the solstice celebration. 23rd is the candle lighting service. The 26th, we still have a service. It's a Sunday, the day after Christmas. But we all, we always claim one a year that's a Christmas service. So we'll be singing Christmas songs, and you're welcome to wear your red and your green. I've been known to wear a kind of a Christmas suit that's kind of hard to miss. So we'll see what we can do. George is going to sing that day, and I just said, just do all carols the whole day. So we're just going to have fun with that. And then also December 31st, we're doing our annual peace meditation. We're going to do it a little bit different this year. We're going to be doing it outdoors with an open fire. It's going to be a shorter process. And just because it happens at 4 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast. So it's going to be a quicker process. Just come with your blankets and it'll be less than 30 minutes and it'll be great. And have a big fire though going with it, keep you warm. So let's run back. So Los Posadas is a celebration that Imelda and the Spanish-speaking ministry is doing. And what that stands for, Posadas means inn. And it's a tradition that started in Mexico, I believe, right? And they go through a neighborhood and they knock on doors and they're reenacting the journey of Mary and Joseph, who went to the inn. And of course, the story says there was no room at the inn. So they knock on somebody's door and they sing this song, and the person answers them back and singing the song. Basically, they're asking, can we come in? And the person goes, no, there's no room here. And then they go, but come with us. We're going to go find another place. So those people that are at that house go with them to the next house, And it can take over several days or it can be in one night. But how it was done 2 years ago, and what's going to happen on Saturday night here at 5 is some group of people will gather outside of our sanctuary and they will knock on the door, and there'll be people inside and they'll sing back and forth. And at first there's no room at the inn. And so they have to go away, but they keep singing it. And on the third time, they finally goes, okay, come in, and it's a big party. And for me, it's become a really important celebration for this community because it's about us being open and affirming to all people, that the inn is always open here. You don't need to ask, just come on in. But it's a little ritual, a little fun little game and singing. And then there's party afterwards. And so looking forward to that on Saturday night. That's happening at 5 p.m. And all are welcome. All are welcome. It's going to be in Spanish. But it's a celebration of embracing all people. So And then, like I said, Sunday, all 30 families that we were given from Puerto Arbiartes are adopted. We could use, if you want to donate money for gift certificates, for grocery gift certificates for these families, you're welcome to do that. But what we ask is if you adopted a family to please bring the gifts back wrapped, labeled, and back by next Sunday so we can get them over to Puerto Arbiartes for that. And then also, we do the green bag drive every other month, and it's strange that it lands in December also. And we usually have less food given during this month because we're doing so many other things. But this program is designed to where it provides food year around for people. So usually in December, there's other kinds of people donating food, so it's less needed perhaps. But at the same time, if you're not being part of the gift giving part for kids, it might be a way to give also. So Mary's going to be out in the foyer. If you don't already have a green bag, if you already have a green bag, fill it up with non-perishables, bring it back by next Sunday. But if you want to participate in the program, feel free to do that. And to be a part of this program. And then, very important news on the candlelighting service on December 23rd. So I sent an email out this week letting people know that you can start RSVPing. The good news is people read my emails. The bad news is we're already filling up for a 7 o'clock service. We already have almost 30 people, and we only have room for 45 to 50 people in this room. So we're almost assuredly going to a second service at 5:30. We want to fill up the 7 p.m. first of all. If you are interested in coming, if it matters to you which one you come to, or if you want to get a seat in either one, make sure you take the time to fill out the form online. Mary's going to have a sign-up sheet. If you're not sure how to do the sign-up, you're welcome to sign up on a sheet of paper, but we're not guaranteeing space. That's like a waiting list because, by the way, we're actually made it into the 21st century now. We got a little QR code up there. You can just pull out your phone right now, and literally you just hold you don't even have to take a picture. You hold it up there, and it gives you to the website to sign up right now if you want to do that now. We do ask that each person fill out a registration form. It's just your name and your email. That's all it is, just so we have a list of that. So if you want to be a part of that at 7, make sure you do that. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be having another service at 5:30. What's wonderful about this time of the year is it's dark at 5:30 too. So it'll have that same sort of special feel to it. It won't be like 5:30 in July or something. So we're real excited about it. Karen Drucker is going to be our musician that night. It's just going to be a great evening. The practitioners are preparing their parts. They do just like we did 2 years ago. We did it last year too, but it was all virtual, and this one's going to be in person. However, we will be doing it hybrid. So if you want to watch it from home, we'll be streaming to YouTube just like we always do. So that's another option also. Remember to use Smile Amazon. If you're ordering from Amazon, know that prayers are available for you, either to fill out the prayer request in the lobby, online, stay after service for prayers, or if there's any kind of support you need, please call the office and we'll be able to help you, and we'll find some way to help you. So give us a call. We're here for you. And finally, the website has all the information you might need about ongoing events. To let you know a couple things that are important for you to know about, every Sunday there's a Dharma recovery group, and they have moved their time to 5:30 p.m. And so it's important for you that if you plan to come, that it's changed times at 5:30. You don't have to sign up ahead of time. It's a great recovery group based on Buddhist principles. So it really offers a new way of looking at recovery. Any AA, so to speak, or Al-Anon, you're welcome to attend that. It's more focused on the spiritual principles more than the addiction, even though that's part of the teaching there. And also Wednesday night is meditation night in English here at 6:30, or in Spanish. You can contact the office to get the virtual link for that. I'll let you know, though, practitioners, I've been talking about meditation. We're going to rethink what Wednesday night meditation is. So we'll have meditation on the 8th and the 15th of this month. But after that, we're not going to have any more in December or in January, because we're going to be in the process of revisioning what that meditation is going to be. We've had a number of people who wanted it at different times or wanted a different kind of experience. So we're going to be opening it up to Spirit to see what that meditation is going to become out of that. So, boy, I think that's enough announcements for a couple of weeks there. So everything's on the website once again. And now we'll begin the sacred and contemplative part of our service.
Chill out.
Let your troubles go. Oh. Open up your heart. Let it go to the lights. Let it go to the light. Yes. Let it go to the light. Let it go, let it go. Let it go to the light. Yeah.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in sacred joy I melt again. From joy I came, for joy I live, in sacred joy I melt again.
Let your troubles go. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Let it go to the light. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Let it go to the light. Let it go, let it go,
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
to the light. Open up your heart.
Go to the light. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
So as we just step into this time of prayer, this time of contemplation, we just let it go. Let all the concerns and worries and the busyness of our brain, we just come into a place of peace, a place of being, knowing this is the opening for spirit. We know in this moment there is only God. In and through all things in this life, that we are one with that which is, always. And we just open up to this time we have together in community, in person and online, wherever you may be. We're brought together in one circle, one place in our hearts, knowing that this is the perfect moment to open and be. That we are grateful for this experience, grateful for this time we have together as we just allow it to be. And so it is. So this being the seventh day of Hanukkah, I'd like to invite Harrison Osboom up on stage to light our sacred candle. And Harris, I know some things about Hanukkah, but I'd like you to let me know anything that I might miss. But my understanding of it is that it was a time the Maccabees, a certain tribe of Jews, were able to regain control of the temple, the second temple of Jerusalem. But when they got there, they found there wasn't sacred oil, and they believed in sacred oil. And this was in the 2nd century before the Common Era. So it wasn't the ancient Jewish history that we think of as Moses and Abraham, but it is not even included in the Torah because it was so. But times were changing for the Jews, and they weren't doing the animal sacrifices as much. There were still some more conservative Jews, but the more progressive ones weren't doing that. They were finding new ways. There was ritualistic baths that they were doing in certain communities. And the sacred process of getting this oil sacred was important to them to purify themselves. Instead of an animal sacrifice, it was important to them to be ready to receive spirit in this way. But they didn't have enough oil, or they didn't think, before they were able to make it. Now, how were they making it sacred? Were they ordering it on Amazon or something, or was there a process they made it sacred?
I'm not sure how they did it.
Okay.
I know that was really important to them, and they only had oil enough for 1 or 2 days. Yet what happened is the oil burned for 8 days, which was a miracle.
A miracle.
That was the miracle. And so we light the candles, the miracle of the lights.
Great.
So,
Great. Well, and then do you have a prayer also that you would say with this generally?
yes. After I light
Okay.
the candles.
All right. Okay. I'll let you do that then.
This is the shamus, is what you light the candles with. So.
And the 7th day, so 7 candles are lit. And tonight is the 8th night, but you don't do it till sundown. I think it's a small wick.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvah v'tzivanu l'hatlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us to light the Hanukkah candles.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we also light our Advent wreath today. How many places do you know are going to light a Hanukkah candle and an Advent candle? The God candle first. We don't wait for Christmas for that because we know God is always here, always expressing through us in perfect ways. Last week, we lit the prophecy or the wisdom candle, knowing that Spirit is always revealing in each and every one, anybody who's willing to be open to that. And this week, we light what's called the Bethlehem candle or the faith candle. And this is about the faith of Mary and Joseph, who went to Bethlehem, who knew the Spirit was providing for them, even though they knew not the way. Even when they were turned down at the end, they knew there was the perfect place to birth the baby Jesus. So with us, we know that Spirit guides us, and there's a perfect place for us to birth our ideas, to be sacred and empowered to do that which we're being called to do. And we have the faith knowing it is so. I think it's wonderful that, first of all, that both the Hanukkah candle and the candle we light today, the candle of Bethlehem, are about faith, and that it's going right into the Posadas celebration on Saturday about the end. So all this is about faith and a perfect synchronicity today for us to contemplate. So thank you and blessings to all. We'll continue with our music now. Slowly at first.
I know. So Jay told us today the theme was about surrender. And we went, oh my God, we have a song about surrender. We're really into surrendering. Anything you want to say, honey?
Yeah, I just want to take a moment while my glasses unfog. And it's great to be here today with you all. Here we go.
I surrender all I am, letting go across the land, rising up to expand all I am. Thoughts are mist that fade away, gently, slowly find their way. Ooh, beautiful like ribbons in the wind, ribbons in the wind. I surrender all I am, all I am, all I am. Now they're gone, and now there's space. I'm flying high, I'm wild with grace. Feel the joy on my face, on my face, on my face. I surrender. water droplet in my hand, filled with our infinity, ocean essence glimmering in my hand, and embrace myself as all that is,
Vast and spiked with cosmic bliss.
hugging all this holiness. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I surrender all I am. Yeah, yeah. All I
That was perfect. Perfect. I surrender all that I am. Beautiful. Well done. You have such a collection of music. It's pretty broad. So I love it. I love it. I would never say that. There you go. You're wise. I don't know. There's something today that is just very special today in the sanctuary. I'm just feeling I don't know, a peace and a love and a light today. So thank you for being here to be a part of that. And I hope you're feeling that wherever you are online as well. It's just a special time. Maybe it's the time of the year. Maybe it's just a consciousness that we create. We have been doing this theme this year on timeless wisdom. This month in December, we're doing it's a theme, a journey of becoming, which I think is very fitting because of what we've done all year with timeless wisdom and evolutionary vision. And it's the peak, if you want to think of it, a mountain we're climbing through the different themes we've had. And what a year it's been, first of all. We've just really been doing in-person services since April. We started outdoors. Now we've been indoors. But it has been what has carried us through is this teaching of timeless wisdom and that we are evolving right where we are, that we don't need to be in a certain place or a certain time or a certain situation to allow that evolution to take place. It's taking place within us and collectively as our community. I also want to let you know that we have the 2022 theme now. This theme is encouraged for all Centers for Spiritual Living to participate in, called Living Everyday Wonder. And what's great this year, they've also developed, and these aren't whole talks, they're just kind of outlines and ideas that each center, each minister takes and adds their own kind of flair to it. I usually add what I'm reading or what I'm thinking about lately. But what's great about that is they've also added the curriculum, the outlines in Spanish. So I might need some help with this. Viva la Maravilla Contadilla, which means, which translated, it's kind of a beautiful, living the wonderful every day. I like that, living the wonderful every day. So and this theme is where there, instead of it being a mountain they climb, that the people that designed it in our Centers for Spiritual Living home office, they've devised this wheel of life and take us through the different months, month by month around that. So we're excited to be a part of that. We're going to start right out in January doing that. And it's just really wonderful to come to this. But for now, we're doing the journey of becoming. And I like this for December because too much of December is either based on commercialism or a certain interpretation of Christmas, which sometimes can leave a limitation in what we are allowing to become. That we want to be open to Spirit revealing the wisdom of Spirit that is creating and being through this process of discovery of the awe and the beauty of the moment. And for me, I want to get back to the magic of December that's done. And I have been helped this week because my wife, Michelle, is in the Netherlands where we have 4 grandchildren. And this weekend is their celebration. It's the kids' celebration of Sinterklaas. So I'm sorry, I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm jumping ahead here. But it's Sinterklaas, and it's just so special. It's very mythological, very creative and powerful and simple that I really like. I know that sometimes I can get into a little bit of bah humbug this year because it's overdone. I have a neighbor who put out a little, it was really cute display of a Grinch in his front yard, and the Grinch is pulling the lights off the roof. So in other words, stealing Christmas. And my question for you is today, is a Grinchy Baja busy taking away your Christmas spirit, or is Spirit guiding you to take away the Christmas busyness, to take away the things that aren't important, to focus on the magic and the Spirit and the specialness? And to go back to this slide that was out of order, thank you, Kathy, by the way, for this Facebook post. That was great. It's been a rough year for some people. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to find the Christmas spirit. And maybe if that's all you have in your house, or you don't even have that much, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to, it can be because you need to stay, I would encourage you to stay within yourself, to stay within what's important. In the past 2 years, we have all, as a nation, as a world, slowed our lives down. Some people by force, and some people their job ramped up. But still there was space in there, hopefully. But things have shifted. And what's interesting about this, people experience this slower pace of life, or most people did. And then when things began to open up again, they were less willing to go back to those jobs where they were working 60, 70 hours a week. Or I also found the people that were while we were all, most of us were in slower pace of life, that their life was ramping up because of health, because they were in the health field or fields that were more intense. They're now slowing down or retiring because people are recognizing that we get into a pattern of doing things. We get into a pattern of doing things, and we don't take the time to step back and realize how busy that is, and how we really just need to surrender to what is. So today's title is about surrender. It's about surrender is action, because it's an active thing to mindfully surrender. We just can't passively do this. We consciously are aware of what needs to be let go of. So in this journey of becoming, we actively do the action of surrender, to slow down. This journey of becoming goes nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Even though we have these self-driving cars right now, we don't want to be on autopilot. We want to pay attention and notice what maybe doesn't need to be done. Our musician friend Karen Drucker, I saw these signs around town, and therefore to remind us to slow down our cars. But every time I see them, I go, that's a good sign to slow down in my mind and my body as well. And by the way, I signed up for this because we do need to have, our neighborhoods need to be a speedway, and we can slow ourselves down. Karen Drucker, had a blog, and it was from 2013 that I ran across. And it was called Radical Self-Care for the Holidays. And she just suggested to use a phrase like, if I were true to myself and taking care of myself, today I would. Or if I were really true to myself and taking great care of myself in this situation, I will. Let Spirit answer that question for you. Don't automatically jump to what that is. Let Spirit inform to you about, I'm not saying that you don't do anything at all, but let the yes be something that is consciously revealed. Select groups of social engagement, community involvement can be nurturing and Spirit fulfilling, but not the ones out of obligation, not the ones out of a sense of pleasing somebody or some sort of control that you have, that you want to let go, and we find a deeper joy and a deeper love. To let go and not into chaos, but really there's a universal order and joy in there. To find the crack between the worlds of an opening for us to find that greater amount of joy. Also, I want to say that this journey of becoming is the journey of awe and beauty. Thich Nhat Hanh says, the Buddhist teacher says, that people usually consider walking on water or in thin air a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day we're engaged in a miracle which we don't even recognize: a blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the black, curious eyes of a child, our own two eyes. All is a miracle. So to remember that. This beauty and awe, what I appreciate, the myth of Christmas, the myth of Hanukkah, the magic of solstice that's around this time of year that we can dive into, I think is sometimes found also in music, in literature, in poetry, and in art. I found this wonderful book this week by Jean-Pierre Pierre, I don't know how to say quite his name, but I think he's French. He lives in Israel now. Here he is with two of his daughters. And he does this wonderful art, but he's also done this book that is quite amazing. And now it's being done to YouTube. So I want to show you pieces of it today, because what he's doing as a Jew, he's going through the Old Testament and creating art to reinterpret how he views Genesis and the creation. And from the very beginning, he recognizes the oneness we all are, and that Spirit is giving of itself, which is the same thing our founder Ernest Holmes said, is giving of itself, not one child that's born on Christmas Day, but in each of us, Spirit is born out of this oneness. So I'm going to share this with you.
In the beginning, there was nothing, only oneness. There arose within oneness a desire, so to speak, to bestow a gift. So it chose to give itself, since it alone was real. A space in the nothing was surrendered. And bang! The universe was created, an event not very easy to illustrate. Within the new universe, each creation was given the gift of oneness. They joined into more complex wholes until the most novel and distinctive beings emerged. Yet none had awakened to the gift they had received.
This is the consciousness that when humans were created, that they had this consciousness. And now it is apparent that other higher beings of animals have this consciousness too. But it's awareness of ourselves. And I love this part of the story because it's talking about out of the nothingness came something. And in my own life, when I sometimes need to get at the very simplest of nothingness to find this birth of something new, of consciousness. You want to call it Christ consciousness or Buddha nature, whatever you want to call it, but it's God and it's all God and it's all good. To allow this space and to allow this greater power and love to emerge. And what's interesting, we come out of this oneness, but at some point in our life, we recognize that there can be wrong in the world. We can be wrong and the world can be wrong. And this is the next part of what he talks about in his illustration. And it's his way of talking about the story of Adam and Eve, that's a mythological story because someone was trying to make sense of being not good. And this is the way he described it.
Once upon a time, when we were infants in the garden, with no thought to be anything other than ourselves, we lived in the sanctuary of one, without even knowing it. There was neither good or bad, nor right or wrong. The world was whole, and whatever we made was a masterpiece. One day, the child that was us passed by an empty wall. Oh, a picture would be splendid here. 5 trees, 4 birds, 3 stars, 2 deer, 1 moon. Then footsteps. A wonderful surprise is coming, he thought. Oh, what a discovery! But it was he who would make the discovery, that he could do something wrong, that he or the world could be wrong, and that he was alone. From then on, he practiced ways to rearrange himself, to make himself acceptable so that he could return home. And so it continues, for the train is running late, and people are waiting, and things may go wrong. Circumstances are wrong. They seem to ferry our well-being up and down, round and round. If our circumstances are wrong, how can we possibly ascend to well-being?
I don't know about you, but I can relate to that so much. So how do we ascend to well-being? C.S. Lewis talked about the unbounded now. It is in the unbounded now, being in the present moment, that we can adapt, he said, that we can forgive, we can let go, we can surrender. I know my process surrendering sometimes goes like this, like I get the sense that I need to let go of this. So I'm going, I can't let go of that. I can't forgive this person. I can't forgive myself. There's no way. And then it's kind of like, okay, maybe I'll be willing to consider the possibility that I will let this go. And then it's going, oh, this is costing me too much to hold on to. Way too much. My health, my relationships, my beingness, my well-beingness. And I let this go. And you know, when I really decide to let it go, it's not hard at all. I just let it go. So this journey of becoming, finally, what I want to say today, this
From here, oh,
love. It's a word that I've been working with lately because it's a beautiful phrase to think that, I mean, I've always said I want to love each and every person, but sometimes my love has to be fierce. It has to move past my own limitations I've set on myself, my own judgments I do on other people, as well as other people when they're acting out of that wrongness, or they're thinking they're wrong, or they're thinking I'm wrong. So I've been reading this book by Dr. Reverend Jackie Lewis. She's the person in this picture in front and center right here. A beautiful book called Fierce Love. And what I recognize as I read the book, she sounds like Reverend Michael Curry when I read his books. Valerie Carr, the Sikh who wrote about Welcome All Strangers. Adyashanti, the Buddhist teacher. And they're all talking about the same things. And it's subtle, but a love evolution, revolution coming. That it's not coming, it's here right now. And I want us to participate in this in the way we do. Dr. Reverend Jackie Lewis was the first Black senior minister at the historic collegiate churches of New York. And she talks about this fierce love as being a healing antidote to our divisive culture, a bold path of ferocious courage and rule-breaking kindness. Rule-breaking kindness that can heal the world. I want to be a part of this. This is what I want to be a part of. It doesn't mean you have to be out marching like she is. This is just one example, but that's part of it. That to stand in our truth. This is the book that she's written. Powerful, powerful piece. And her words say that keep your eye on all that's good and beautiful and possible in the world, because the stories we tell create the people we become. This is part of her Ubuntu philosophy that comes out of Africa, that talks about I am who I am because it's who we are, that we were all connected in this way. So in this love evolution, whether we are in a center like this on Sunday morning, or whether we're doing yoga, or out in the woods, or at a synagogue on Friday night, or wherever we may be, wherever we practice the presence, practice this fierce love, we are in this together. We are not alone. You are not alone, and we are not alone either. I love that Jackie Lewis, in one of her things, quoted Marianne Williamson, who was quoting Thich Nhat Hanh, which, by the way, Thich Nhat Hanh is our spiritual hero of the year for Centers for Spiritual Living. I think that says a lot about us when we choose a Buddhist teacher for that. And the Science of Mind magazine will be paralleling all of the themes that we do next year as well. So what we want to be doing is loving now, from now for 7 generations to come, not just for our life, but for the many lives to come. And I would like to end this last clip from Pierre, that he talks about being in the here and now, being in this unbounded now, that C.S. Lewis called it, as he brings us.
From here, oh, you can hold yourself. You can laugh. Free to explore all manner of things. When you're here, and I in the ocean, you're no longer waiting for something to happen or to change. When you're here, you have what you seek. Your heart opens to the gift you receive, that you are. You are drinking at the well of being.
nowhere to go, that everything is there present with us if we're willing to be there. Jackie Lewis, in her Dr. Reverend Jackie Lewis, says that standing in my truth, praying that you are standing in yours, who you are, every story that has ever made you, you has uniquely prepared you to show up for the world and for yourself. Whatever dragons you are slaying, you have what you need, I promise. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and just be. So that is my invitation for you, is to stand tall and just be. And open up to the magic of the holidays. Let us go to prayer. I know the Spirit is dwelling within each of us wherever we may be. I know the magic is Spirit itself that is coming through us as us. And that it reminds us what to let go of, what to surrender, and what to embrace and increase and fulfill even more. Because that is the nature of Spirit, that's the nature of us, creation through us as us. And today and always, I am grateful. And so it is.
With love, with love, with love and appreciation. With love, with love, with love and appreciation. With love, with love, with love and appreciation. With love, with love, with love and appreciation.
I give it to my neighbors, I give it to the trees, I give it to the rain and the cooling breeze. This is our world, let's play together and give gratitude in all kinds of weather. When I think of thanking you, it makes me smile. When I'm loving you, I'm thankful all the while. Ain't no judgment, no fear or shame when I let burn brightly the gratitude flame. Whoa, the gratitude flame.
I greet this day with love. I greet this moment with thank you. And I bless you for loving me.
Loving me.
I got power, grace, journey and faith. Feel the whole world in my arms. Feel my embrace. Feel. With love, love, love.
Thank you. Beautiful music today. Thank you so much. This is a time in our service when we invite you to participate in the sharing of abundance. So you can consider that. We know that some people give online. Some people, we have an ability to text now if you want to, or make checks payable to NVCSL. And we've even added a little QR code if you just want to use your phone to do that, whatever you want to do. But we just invite you to participate in that, either online or with us in person. So if you'll take that gift, whether it represents that which you're giving of the heart or of perhaps you've given at another time, just bring it to your heart. Somebody's trying to do the QR code, so I'm about to change the slide here. And just repeat the affirmation with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I search, and all that it is. And so it is.
For what you bring to me, I just want to thank you. Your love has set me free. I just want to thank you for all you bring to me. I just want to thank you. Your love has set me free. I just want to thank you for all you bring to me. I just want to thank you. Your love has set me free. Set me free. Set me free. Set me free.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is also the time, this is the first Sunday of the month. So we like to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries on the first Sunday of the month. Does anybody have a birthday in December? Got a birthday in December here. Looks like several of them. All right. And Kathy today is her birthday. Oh, wonderful. Happy birthday. And then does anybody have an anniversary? Yes, Mary. I can't hear you. 30 years this month. And then like the day after Christmas, you said, the 26th? Okay, so we have a Sunday, so we'll make sure and honor you on that day too. But so we have a little phrase here for anybody's birthday out in virtual land. We honor you too. And we raise our hands, and Kathy, also we think of her, and we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is. So it is. And then we have our community affirmation. Feel free to stay here for prayers or fill out a prayer request. And then, one ahead there. So repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. I am led by Spirit. I am guided by wisdom. I am protected by love. I am here to be a blessing. I am so grateful, and so it is. All yours.
Isn't this cool? We're ending with one love. Hey, y'all want to stand up and sing it? One love, around the fireplace.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Yeah. one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
Oh, yeah.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and we'll feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's and praise to the Lord, and we'll feel alright.
Yeah. So as we go forth, let's be one love and feel all right. Have a great rest of your day.